People thought they were fighting for justice for Mohbad, but indirectly they were fighting for justice for Mohbad's father. Without even realizing it, for 2 years, these people kept shouting justice for Mohbad, when in actual sense, they were fighting for justice for Mohbad's father. Why Mohbad's father needed a lawyer, I still don't know. Up till today, I don't know what Mohbad's father did that he knew or thought he needed a lawyer. Mohbad had a lawyer before his demise, before he died. Mohbad was in court. Yes. In case you guys don't know, Mohbad was in court before he died. He had a lawyer representing him. These people claim to love Mohbad. They never tried to work with Mohbad's lawyer. They never tried to ask Mohbad's lawyer some questions. Never tried to know what Mohbad was fighting for before he died. They donated a lot of money, pumped it into Mohbad's father's account, all in the name of fighting for justice for Mohbad, when in actual sense, it was what Mohbad's father wanted that they were fighting for. You cannot claim to love Mohbad and try to wipe his legacy off the surface of this earth. I have seen people supporting this same justice, saying that they want Mohbad's son, the only son he left in this world, they want his enemy to die. Make this make sense. You love somebody, but you don't want them to have an offspring. You don't want them to have a child. Some of them even said that if this DNA comes out positive, it means that it was manipulated. Because you don't want Mohbad to have a child. Did somebody tell you that Mohbad was impotent before he died? Did somebody tell you that Mohbad was infertile, that he could not father a child? Because why are you praying so hard for the DNA to be negative? For Liam not to be Mohbad's son? And in case you guys do not know, any child born into a household is the child of that family, except proven otherwise. Mohbad accepted that boy. With or without that DNA, Liam is the son of Mohbad. That DNA is going to be done to prove to you guys that he's the son. But I'm still telling you, even without that DNA, Liam is still the only son of Mohbad up till today. So it's either you guys stick by that or you run away. So now that that same DNA that you guys have been fighting for 2 years has been approved, you suddenly don't want it to be done. It has stopped being the motive. Do you know how many times you guys came on this social media space to let us know that the whole justice was centered around the DNA? It was centered around it. And this girl had been ready for it since God knows when. I said it in my last video. Wunmi had been ready for that DNA since that 2023 when her husband died. It is Mohbad's father that has been giving excuses. Different excuses. Different excuses. Now he's supposed to come and identify Mohbad's body so they can take the sample in his presence. Where is Mohbad's father? We do not know. According to what we heard that he has not been responding to the lawyers. He has been giving excuses as usual. But then the internet is only going to tell you that it's Wunmi that is not ready for that DNA, because that is what they want you to know. That is what they want you to hear. Because they are majority. The people supporting Wunmi are minority. But the people supporting Mohbad's father are majority. That's why it said they are only fighting for Mohbad's father and not for Mohbad. If they really loved Mohbad and are fighting for Mohbad, they would not pray that Mohbad does not have a legacy. They would not pray that Mohbad's name is wiped from the surface of this earth. They would not. Did these people ever try to see how Mohbad's son and wife have been feeding ever since Mohbad died? No. They don't care. Even if hunger takes their life, they don't care. As long as Mohbad's father is alright, that's the only thing that matters to them. That's why I said it has always been justice for Mohbad's father. Mohbad's father is the only person these people cared about. They never cared about Mohbad. They never loved Mohbad. If they loved Mohbad, they would not try to discard Mohbad's legacy, Mohbad's son. Yes, it's Mohbad's father. Baba, she wa okay. Baba, she njeun. Baba, aṣọ she need aṣọ. Baba, afe ba yin change ile yin. Baba, e ma need security. Baba, báwo lára yin. Baba, she ma njeba. Baba, she ma njamala. It is always Baba, 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 Baba. That's why I said it has always been justice for Mohbad's father.
Thank you, Jare and Tiamoti, because a lot of people that are really saying they are fighting justice for Mohbad, they are not fighting justice for Mohbad. They are fighting for Mohbad's father. They are fighting justice for Mohbad's father. A lot of you come, you claim, you say you love Mohbad, you love Mohbad. Meanwhile, this boy has a lawyer. Why is the father taking another lawyer? Why does his father need a lawyer? What does he need a lawyer for? This boy has his own lawyer. If you truly claim that you love Mohbad, you will work with his lawyer. Because there was a case, the boy was answering, probably he had a lawyer. And so, why do you need another lawyer? People were contributing money for you, doing a lot of things for you, and then you claim that you love Mohbad. Most of these women that are fighting, that are shouting, all the Bukky Jesse, all of them, call them, tell them to come and sing one verse of Mohbad's song. They cannot sing it. You don't know anything about this boy. You don't love him. You are just lying. You are just making money off of him. You claim you love Mohbad. You don't want Mohbad to have a child. You are bullying his child. You are bullying his wife. And you claim you love him. Because anybody to makula the first time you man show ti bimo. Does he have a child? That is what people would always think about. But this boy has a child, and people do not want that child to be his own. People do not want this child to be his own. What kind of love is that? And bully omolomo, and bully yai, and so and fight justice. Meanwhile, Baba le ndawo fun. Baba le ndawo, Baba mo shop won't call be Mohbad. The way that man behaves, he is not Mohbad's father. Because there is no father that your son would die, and the first thing that they came to interview you are saying, Ewole Baba celebrity. Ewole Baba celebrity bo sheri. Ewo gba, ewa wo. O wọnú studio bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa kọrin, o run ẹ̀, o di celebrity ọ̀sán gogo, using the death of your son to make yourself relevant. That's a useless father. That's not a father. That's not a father. You people were not fighting justice for Mohbad. You people do not even love Mohbad, because if you love Mohbad, you want Mohbad's child and wife to be happy. But no, you want Mohbad's wife to be the one that murdered the husband. Ẹ fẹ́ kó jẹ́ òun ló pa ọkọ ẹ̀ by force by fire. Tó bá ṣe DNA, tó bá rí pé Mohbad o Liam ló bí òun ló bí Liam, tún ní gbà. Why? It's just so annoying. She wrote on her page, she says a lot of people who claim to be seeking justice for Mohbad do not really know what they have been fighting for. They don't know what they have been fighting for. It's just some plans to gather some for people use their platform to bully a minor and a widow, and they call it justice. It's not justice. Mohbad's father has been the controller general of the whole justice. How would there not be emotions and sentiment attached to it? They discarded every testimony of those who were there. Yes. Everybody that was there, man, wọ́n arrest àwọn tó wà nílé, kó lọ interview wọn, kó lọ interrogate wọn. They arrested everybody in the house. The people in the house told you what happened. You say no, that's not what happened. Were you there? You are not there. You did not stay in the house. People are saying this is Iyabo Ojo that should come and answer questions. Iyabo Ojo that is not living with them. The man, they're thinking. I'm not fighting any justice. You are just bullying and making money off of this case. That's just it. Kakuto says that man no be Mo Papa Jare. I'm telling you, they need to do a DNA between Mohbad and that man. Unkolo be Mohbad. If he is Mohbad's real father, then Abiagbani ko kin ṣe ko je leni to yẹ ko ma pe ni baba. To ba pe baba ko yẹ ko yọjú rárá. He's not a father. Kasara says people were clouded by the word father. Some of us saw through him from the very beginning. Yes, when he was speaking more about his son, not taking care of him enough. Exactly. And how bad his living condition is. We heard from outsiders first that the boy bought him land and was placed on salary. Yes. Later you were saying this boy did not do anything for you. Ewole Baba celebrity. That was the very first onset that I know that this man is a useless father. I'm telling you, from the very beginning, you will just know them. You will just know them. Narcissists. That's what they behave like. Messi says, are you sure that is his son? I'm telling you. Princess says, Josie never loved his son or anyone but himself. Yes. Princess Bola says, I think they need to do DNA between Josie and Mohbad. People are beginning to reason in my direction. That man is not Mohbad's father, and he knows. Boyo ti lọ ṣe DNA gan sef before kí Mohbad tó kú. Boyo ti suspect ìyàwó ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ bóyá on cheat. Ó mọ̀ pé nǹkan lòun bí Mohbad. Torí ló ṣe ń ṣe kàtìkàtì kiri. Torí no father will behave like this. Taye Kofo said, I really don't believe Josie is Mohbad's father because Josie is fighting for the property. Thank you. Property ló ń jà fún, royalty yẹn ló ń jà fún. Ó dẹ̀ fẹ́ dá nìkan jẹ́ kò fẹ́ pín pẹ̀lú anybody. He doesn't want to share with anybody, even your grandson. Ó deny it. Ó yẹ kó yẹgi fún ẹni bàbá yẹn. Ó yẹ kó yẹgi fún bàbá yẹn ni. Daniel says, thank you, my sister. I don't understand how people think. Olajoke says, accurate analysis. God bless your wisdom. Lazy writer says, accurate and precise. I will direct you to the Bible. Jesus asked his disciples, do you love me? They responded, yes. And he said, if yes, tend to my lambs. How can you love Mohbad and you don't care about the ones he cared about? Do you get? He cared for his wife. He tattooed that boy's name on his body. He loved that boy so much. And then he is gone and you hate the boy. You say the boy is not his son. Even if Mohbad Kolobiliam, he loves that boy like his own. So you will love everything that he left behind. But no, you started bullying him. The father buried him almost immediately. Oh yes, so almost immediately. His glorious child, the brightest star in your family. If you truly care, you would have waited to know what really happened before rushing to bury him. But then, all these useless women supporting Mohbad's father became a celebrity on social media. Yes, overnight. And they are all making money from it. You will see them on my TikTok video. A like, a share, a few minute lion, a few minute kinikon, lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad, share on lórí social media. Making money off of somebody's death because of a useless father. It is the father. It is well. People, don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.